barankubitaga cyane bankubise inkoni zo mu birenge bakutaga mu birenge na bene hano mu mavi banshingikiye.
We interviewed the four, all men between the ages of 38 and 23, and they told us of their terrible experiences while in Ugandan custody after their arrest in January and February of this year.
Barabanje barambaza bati tugutwarira embassy y'u Rwanda.
They first asked me if I wanted to talk to officials at the Rwandan embassy, which I agreed to. They then asked me if I would be victimized if I returned to Rwanda, and I said no, because that is where I lived anyway, though I worked in Uganda during the day. They said that Rwanda might accuse me of being a rebel and execute me, to which I replied that I did not believe that would happen, and if it did, I would rather die here than remain in that place. They urged me to join their military, Uganda's army, but I refused, telling them that I do not like the military. They then offered me a house in a refugee camp so that I might remain in that country, but again I refused, saying my parents would be worried if I stayed. They told us that because their persecution in Uganda had become public knowledge, they got the opportunity of release, which has given those left behind hope. Reporters came in claiming to have information from Rwanda that there were 40 Rwandans locked up in that prison, which was spot on. We had counted ourselves and we were indeed 40. So the prison wardens got worried and a meeting was held on Monday, and shortly afterwards they started releasing people. There was one man held in a cell upstairs, and I do not know if he was released. I know of him because I was sent to wash him regularly. I do not remember his name, but he told me that it was the beatings that had crippled him, to the point that he had to be carried around. It required 3 or 4 people to wash him. A woman's child developed a boil on their thigh, and the woman was always crying about that, pleading with them to take the child to hospital, which they did. Later she returned saying they operated on the poor child without anesthesia, leaving a large hole in the thigh. They then hastily put powder from pills in it and bandages, and told her to put pressure on the wound with warm water, and that all would be well, and that the child would recover. More than 1,000 Rwandans have now been expelled from Uganda.